Welcome back everyone to another bumper edition of the CruiseAway show. I'm Derek and let's take big and exciting cruise and stay adventures now for Princess Cruises in 2026. It's the best time to think about those bigger trips. It gives you the chance to look forward to them, get them in the diary and enjoy the best in early booking savings. Now in this show we're focusing in on trips including the wonderful journey across the South Pacific. But we're heading way beyond these paradise islands. And the good news is that every one of these offers has a low deposit available to lock in our price tag. And we'll also be including the wonders of Princess Plus, which means that while you're cruising, you'll be enjoying premium drinks package, Wi-Fi, extra included dining, and lots of other good stuff. So you can spend more of your holiday spoiling yourself. So let's get these 3 new adventures started. The first one takes us out on a 29-night cruise and stay adventure back to Oz on the Grand Princess for October of 2026. And we're going to meet her in Los Angeles in the States. So we'll fly you over from Sydney to LA to enjoy 3 nights in La La Land. And I was looking through all of the, there are all the obvious things that you can go and do while you're in Los Angeles, but I thought I'd have a look around the websites at the slightly more quirky things and unusual things to do. Well, you can go pedal boating on the Echo Park Lake and you can visit the Lady of the Lake statue as well. There are secret staircases hidden throughout Los Angeles, many adorned with intriguing murals and artworks which are worth seeking out. There's the Huntington Library Botanical Gardens there with a dozen themed gardens across 120 acres, which is well worth checking out. There's the Leo Carrillo State Park as well, where you can escape the crowds and enjoy 1.5 miles of beautiful beach along the Pacific, which sounds pretty good to me. And a nice way to round things up and look forward to your cruise. And here is your cruise ship. It is 29 nights on the Grand Princess. Now, grand in every sense of the word, because your offering also includes your drinks package, which is wonderful. So right the way through your cruise, whether you are lounging by the pool during the day and just having a little glass of something, it might be fresh orange juice, it might be a G&T at 3 in the afternoon. It's all included in the price, which is great. There are extra included specialty dining options as well, which is great. I love that. And you have got Wi-Fi included, and that for me is a bit of a bonus. I like to escape the news and the bad things and all of that, but I do like to keep in touch. I like to post on social media. I like to see what everybody's up to. And you know what? Posting those pictures of you away somewhere really, really exotic when everyone else is at home, nose to the grindstone, busy at work, is quite a good feeling, isn't it? It does sort of make your holiday just that little bit sweeter while you're away, while everybody else is back at home. And look at all the fun things you can do while you're on board Grand Princess as well. So many different dining options and really beautifully curated and prepared as well. Oh, and talking of food, your Princess Plus now includes something called premium desserts. They're almost like great big ice cream sundaes. They've only recently created them, and normally if you wanted to treat yourself to them, it would be a few extra dollars to do that. But because you've got Princess Plus, that's included as well. That was fortuitous, wasn't it? We just saw the gym there. So if you are enjoying the premium desserts, you can work off a few of those calories. I don't think the calories count the same at sea, do they? They're slightly different while you're cruising, but you can nip down to the gym if you want to. If you're more like me and you prefer being horizontal, there's a wonderful spa for you to enjoy as well. So lots of lovely different treatments you can go and indulge yourself in while you're down at the Lotus Spa of an evening. Well, you've got so many different choices. You've got live entertainment, of course. You've got bars and lounges you can join in with live game shows. You've got comedy, you've got karaoke, you've got movies under the stars. You've got so many different things. Honestly, how you'll have time for the ports, I don't really know. But the good job on this cruise, because it is a longer cruise, 29 nights, you've got more time at sea, which is great. So your first few days actually are at sea as we head out of LA. And then after a few days, we find ourselves in Hilo in Hawaii. You can go to the waterfall and gardens experience in here, see the wonderful tropical gardens, the rainbow falls, and so much more. Next, we head to Kahului on Maui, where you can go whale watching and spot the humpback whales in their natural environment. Of course, there are popular a breeding ground for the whales here, so that'd be quite good to do. Lots of other adventures beside that. Next we go into Nawiliwili on Kauai, where you can go and see the Waimea Canyon and the Kilauea Lighthouse, which are both very, very stunning, and you can cover both of those in a day's tour as well. Next we're on to Honolulu, where everyone wants to head to Diamond Head Crater. I mean, it's just amazing because, of course, this is a volcanic. These islands are volcanic. The craters that they leave behind are great for hiking and get the great views across the island. Another few days at sea, and we're somewhere very different. Apia in Western Samoa right now. You can have high tea at Sails by the Sea here, a relaxing afternoon tea at the Sails by the Sea restaurant with wonderful views across the waterfront and delicious treats. Sounds very nice. Couple of days at sea to Lautoka in Fiji, where you can take an Ulala Island day cruise, which sounds rather fun just from the name of it, and then enjoy a lovely pristine white sand beach and do activities like snorkeling and kayaking. To Suva we go next in Fiji. We can enjoy a really nice tour here, going to a local village and enjoying Fijian traditions and beauty. So traditional kava ceremony, local songs and dances, which is a lovely thing to do when you're in this part of the world. Dravuni Island is next, where you can beach and lagoon in a day. So swim in the lovely crystal clear lagoon and go snorkeling and have a look and see what's going on under the sea. Very nice indeed. A day at sea, and we are on Mystery Island. A day at Mystery Island in Vanuatu, of course. You can take a modern village tour here as well and see how the locals live today and enjoy some really, really lovely experiences meeting the locals. Next, we head into Port Vila in Vanuatu. Head to the Secret Garden here. Botanical gardens with a reptile house and lots of historical photographs, see traditional huts and a cannibal's house there as well. Fascinating. A day at sea, and we're in Noumea. In New Caledonia, you can take a Zodiac Ride and Duck Island Marine Reserve tour here with Princess, which is lovely, and just have a nice little explore as you go around. That Amity Lighthouse Island just looks idyllic, doesn't it? 2 days at sea, and we end our cruise right on our doorstep in Sydney. How fantastic is that? What a brilliant idea this holiday is. Love the length of the cruise. I mean, 29 nights you can really get your teeth into, can't you? You can enjoy the ship. You can enjoy the wonderful destinations. Of course, you've had your 3-night hotel stay in Los Angeles before your 29 nights worth of cruise. And look at all the destinations you are covering. The best thing about that is you get the long journey out of the way right at the beginning of the holiday and then sail your way back to Sydney. So it's like, hello, thank you, you've dropped me off at home. Lovely. Deposits today make booking this 32-night adventure for October in 2026 very, very simple. So talk to the team today and we'll lock in this price for you, and I'll give you that price in just a moment. I'll tell you what it includes first though. It's your flight from Sydney over to Los Angeles, 3 nights in a hotel there covered for you, and then those 29 incredible all-inclusive nights on the Grand Princess with your premium drinks package, Wi-Fi, premium desserts, room service, extra included dining, and so much more included. Cruising, of course, the Hawaiian Islands and across the gorgeous South Pacific, back home to Sydney. But then you come back and book another one, of course. If not, you book your next one while you're on this one and look at your price tag, and you can lock that in today with a deposit, which is incredible. So do not delay 1 single second. You have our number here. It's a toll-free number. There is no better time than the present. So if you're thinking, I like the idea, I like the look of that holiday, have a look at your other half, have a look around the family and say, here, have a look at this. This is a great deal. Get deposits in right now and we lock that price in for you. Here's the overview of the offer and your upgrades if you want to go up to Ocean View balcony or suite on this one. Bear in mind your upgrade prices are based on 29 nights of cruise. When was the last time you took a 29-night cruise? Anyone? Hands up please around the room. Who's taken a 29-night cruise? Why not? Why not? I should see more hands in the air, because life is for living and life is for holidaying. That's what we work so hard for. That's what we wait so long for, is to get on holidays like this. And remember, you can get it licked today with a low deposit just by calling our team free on 1300 411 954. That's the magic number. Lots more offers, of course, on our website, which is cruiseaway.com.au. And I want you to do me a bit of a favour actually on our website, if you will. Do it today and get everyone you know to do it as well. Go onto our website, cruiseaway.com.au, and right at the bottom of the website, there's a space there for you to put in your email address. Now, don't worry, we won't try and sell you a three-piece suite or a mattress or anything like that. What we'll do, though, is we'll send you out messages every time there's a new promotion or there's a new deal or there's a new ship coming or there's a free balcony upgrade going or there are free drinks packages on offer, whatever it might be. Just go to our website, cruiseaway.com.au. Promise me you'll do this. Straight away at the bottom, pop your email address in there, and then we can keep you up to date with the latest offers. You'll see them too on our Instagram and on our Facebook page as well. We're very, very good at keeping you up to date. In fact, if you sign up to the emails, we'll drop you an email pretty much every day actually with some new and exciting ideas. And don't forget all of the Princess sailings right the way around the world. They're all there too. So I've plugged the website enough now, I think, cruiseaway.com.au. Anyway, let's continue and let's do another Princess cruise. This time we are off to Southeast Asia and Japan. It's where everyone is holidaying right now. It's the 1st of October in 2026 and we've got 19 nights here, flying first over to the gorgeous Tokyo for a 3-night hotel stay. The capital, of course, of Japan. I've looked at some other unusual things you can do in Tokyo as well, and you can go, forgive pronunciations, Daikanyama is a really trendy neighbourhood known for stylish boutiques and cafes. Has a wonderful canal as part of that area as well. You can go vintage shopping. If you love vintage shopping where you are, then make sure you go to Konji, which is wonderful. It's like an underground capital. Artist studios, vintage stores, quirky bars. It's well worth seeking out. But you've got oodles of things you can do in Tokyo over 3 nights before we cruise. And we cruise out of the nearby port of Yokohama. This time we're on board the Royal Princess for 12 nights. We have got all of those perks of Princess Plus included here as well. So full drinks package and Wi-Fi and more included dining, those yummy premium desserts that I was talking to you about earlier, and so much more. And just one little thing to note as well. You'll see there that someone has the phone in their hand with the app. You use the Princess app and you wear this little sort of coin chip called a medallion, and that you can charge to, you know, for shopping and treatments and things like that. Also gets you in and out of your stateroom, which is really dead easy. Also allows you to locate other members of your party. So if you've lost the old man and he's disappeared off to a bar, you can see where he is. You can turn that off if you want to, by the way. So if you want to be hidden, that's absolutely fine with me. But it also, the app, if you use the app as you're going around the ship, it shows you the restaurant you want to go to. It shows you how busy it is right now. It shows you if there's a waiting time, how long that waiting time is, which is really, really handy. It's way above its time. It's really so clever. Look at the wonderful food that you're enjoying all of the way through your cruise as well. And we are talking about, you know, grab and go light bites if you want to, lovely burger and fries by the pool, or the full shebang 3, 4, 5 course wonder of an evening. That's the brilliant thing about a cruise, is that you can literally take it day by day. Yes, you'll be given your early sitting or late sitting for dinner, but you can be as flexible with that as you want to be. Or you can say, no, actually, main dining not for me tonight. I'll nip up to the buffet and just grab myself a salad or, you know, something from up there. You'll love it. You've also got specialty dining restaurants as well, which you can enjoy. So if you like just like a really special night, just the two of you, just want a nice quiet table for two, you've got restaurants like Ocean Terrace, which has got sushi, sashimi, sake, rolls and things like that, which sounds very, very nice. You've got Alfredo's Pizzeria, which is nice again if you just fancy, I just fancy a pizza. Let's have a pizza and let's go back to the cabin and watch a film on the TV, or maybe you want to do a Movies Under the Stars on top deck and watch a film up there. You absolutely can. You've got the Crown Grill Steakhouse on board, and a steakhouse is really nice because you can have just the steak the way you want it. You can see the steaks there in front of you and have a lovely choice. And these specialty restaurants are not a massive cover charge at all, far less than you would pay in your equivalent steakhouse back at home. Anyway, listen, this is a real lovely, beautiful cruise which you can explore Japan. So we're out of Yokohama, which is the port nearby Tokyo, into Shimizu first. This is such a brilliant port because this is the port for Mount Fuji. There's a full-day excursion where you can actually go up to the highest mountain in Japan, of course, and visit the World Heritage Centre there too. And then we move along to Osaka, where a really lovely tour I saw here for Osaka was a traditional tea ceremony. I mean, to see the full ceremony and to be part of it, I think actually is one of those lifelong memories to take home with you. A couple of days at sea, we're in Taiwan now, into Taipei. Keelung is the port here. And in the city itself, you can, of course, head into Taipei itself and head up the 101 Tower, which is one of the highest vantage points in the city, and there's so much more there besides. A day at sea, Hong Kong next on the menu, and you can take a best of Hong Kong tour, which kind of does a little bit of everything. It takes you up Victoria Peak on the tram, gets you to Aberdeen Village, lovely little harbour cruise as well. That would be nice to do, and do a bit of shopping too. Chiang Mai is next in Vietnam. Now, one of the big highlights here are the Marble Mountains and Hoi An, the old town there. If you can do a tour which takes you into Hoi An, I mean, a really, really special place to be. 2 days at sea, and we disembark in Singapore, but we're not coming home. No, we're staying in Singapore because actually we never spend enough time in Singapore. So we are having 3 nights in a hotel, which gives you the chance to do everything that you wanted to. Maybe you want to wander around the National Orchid Garden. Maybe you fancy a kayaking adventure through the mangroves, which you can do there in Pulau Ubin, which is really lovely, and see the kingfishers, the eagles and the herons there as you kayak through the mangroves, which would be a lovely, lovely idea. Lots to do in the city centre as well. And then, of course, we will then fly you back to Sydney. Oh my word, that's a whistle stop, isn't it? I love the fact that there are bookends of stays here as well. One in Tokyo at the beginning and then one in Singapore at the end. And just look at that lovely itinerary. An incredible chance to explore Japan and Southeast Asia at a perfect pace really over 19 nights for October in 2026. A low deposit today will seal the deal for you, and that includes your flight from Sydney to Tokyo, a 3-night hotel stay there with breakfast included, before 12 nights of inclusive cruising on the Royal Princess, touring Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Vietnam, and ending in Singapore. And while you cruise, you've got premium drinks, you've got Wi-Fi and many other exclusions from Princess. Ending the cruise in Singapore, 3-night hotel stay in a hotel with breakfast included, there to relax and explore before your flight back to Sydney. How have we packed all of that into this price here? I have no idea. The thing is, you see, here at CruiseAway, our team, it's not me at all, it's our wonderful team behind the scenes. They've been putting together offers like this for over 25 years. So they now know how to unlock all of the savings that are available. They know how to squeeze every bit of value out of every dollar that you spend. It's amazing. Let's look at the overview and the upgrade prices then for your ocean view, balcony and suite. Honestly, I almost can't speak. That's such a good deal, isn't it? If you think about it, if you think of what's included, if you were trying to put together yourself something like this, how soon would you get tied up in knots? How soon would that budget just run away with you? I mean, that's got so much included. Your flights, 2 stays, a 3-night stay in Tokyo, a 3-night stay in Singapore, and a 12-night cruise, which is all inclusive with drinks and Wi-Fi and so many other inclusions all wrapped up in it. And you can book it today with a deposit, remember, so call the team right now. Do not delay. 1300 411 954. It's not going to cost you a cent to call either. So do it now. Do it. 1300 411 954. I'm only saying do it right now because I want you to have the best holidays, and I want you to have the longest holidays, and I want your holidays to go farther in terms of your budget than you ever expected it could. Now, let's take another dream trip with Princess. This time, 2 words that always light a smile for me. French Polynesia, that's where we're off to next. Hawaii and across the South Pacific as well. This is the 4th of November in 2026, 33 nights this time, and we are joining Crown Princess for 29 of those nights right here in Sydney. How fantastic. Crown Princess is great. Obviously, we talk about Crown Princess an awful lot. She does a lot of the world cruises for Princess. So the team on board are really, really experienced, not only in looking after you, because, you know, that's their raison d'etre, that's their reason for being, that's what they love. But remember, for the crew on board, it's their home as well. So they love welcoming you into what is essentially their home and workplace too. So when you're on board one of these ships, I mean, take the time to interact with your team on board, your room steward, your waiters in the restaurants, for instance, because they are wonderful people with wonderful stories to tell. And that makes for a great cruise as well. If everyone's happy on a cruise, I always say it's very, very difficult to be grumpy, to be in a bad mood, to kind of be low when you're on a cruise. Do you know what I mean? Because I just think you're having such a good time all the time. There are so many different things you can do. And listen, even if you are traveling with your nearest and dearest and you've been together for like 30, 40, 50 years, whatever it may be, do you know what? Every now and again, as much as we love each other, there are some times when you just need an hour. Do you know what I mean? You need an hour to say, well, you go and do such and such, and I'll go and do such and such. So it might be that one of you disappears off to the spa. It might be that one of you disappears off to the bar, you know, to go and watch the games, or just, you know, catch up with other people that you meet on the cruise as well. That's the brilliant thing also about cruising, is that when you stay in a hotel, you're pretty much glued together, aren't you, most of the time for your stay wherever you go. On a cruise, you have got that freedom to, you know, indulge in the things that you like to do. And that might just be relaxing in the stateroom. It might be that if you're like me, listen, don't tell everyone this, but in the middle of the afternoon, I will find any excuse on a sea day. Yes, I'll go and enjoy the sun. Yes, I'll go to the spa and have a spa treatment. But you know what? About 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm off to get my head down for a couple of hours, because I like the whole siesta thing. And you can do that, and no one is kind of saying, you know, you can't do that. You have got the freedom and the flexibility. And I tell you why I do that. I'm a bit of a night owl, so it's a bit of a reset for me to get ready for the evening, for the entertainment, for the bars, the lounges, the theatres, the big dinner experience as well. Wonderful. Let's see where we're going then, out of Sydney. First port after a few days at sea, the Bay of Islands in New Zealand. The best of the north is a full day excursion you can take here out to the forest here, which is wonderful, and the lovely charming towns nearby. Off to Auckland next, where you can take an Explorer hop-on hop-off tour, which is narrated around Auckland, and you get off at various points of interest like the big Sky Tower for the views, the Viaduct Harbour and the Auckland Museum. Next we head off to Tauranga, and you can head to Rotorua from here and go and enjoy Maori arts and the famous geyser here as well, because it's a lovely thermal reserve not too far around, which you can get a tour to. A couple of days at sea, we're in Suva. This is a part of the world that we love to talk about. There's a lovely rainforest park here which you can explore, take a dip in the natural swimming pool there, follow a nature trail, spot beautiful birds. Sounds like paradise, doesn't it? Dravuni Island is next, where you can head to the Great Astrolabe Reef and snorkel in the waters there around Dravuni. It's the world's 4th largest barrier reef, don't you know? Well, you do now. That could win you a prize in a trivia competition one day. 4 days at sea, we're across to Papeete, which is Tahiti, of course, and you can take a half-day tour called Easy Papeete, where you can fit in Point Venus, One Tree Hill, and a scenic drive along the east coast. What a lovely name for a tour. Easy Papeete. 5 days at sea, we're across to Honolulu next, in the Hawaiian Islands, of course. Head to Waimea Bay here, which has the most stunning beaches and some of the most spectacular surfing opportunities here as well, if that's your thing. Next to Kauai, where you can go to a Grove Farm homestead here and learn about Hawaiian history, at a sugar plantation museum, including all of the workers' homes, the farm office and other good stuff there. Sounds good. And there are tropical gardens too. Kahului in the Hawaiian Islands, which is brilliant for whale watching, of course, and being volcanic. You've got the most spectacular landscapes, as you can see there in the pictures. A few days at sea and we are in Los Angeles. Now that is where we disembark, but we are staying in LA for 3 nights. to enjoy this wonderful city of amazing contrasts. I mean, you have got so much going on here. You've got street performances going on. You've got the Hollywood Walk of Fame. You've got to go somewhere and have your picture taken in front of the sign. And get this. Here's another educational thing, which I thought was brilliant. You can visit somewhere called Bronson Cave, and you can get a great view of the Hollywood sign from there. But from the entrance to the Bat Cave from the original TV series of Batman. I mean, that for me would be a special moment. I had no idea that's where it was. Well, there you go. Make sure you go and see that over your 3-night stay in Los Angeles before you then fly back to Sydney. I'd do it just for the Batman thing. That's brilliant. Do you remember watching that years and years and donkey's years ago? It was brilliant. Honestly, go and look it up on YouTube. You will thank me later. What a massive adventure this is for November in 2026. You can book it today with a deposit with our team, and your 33 nights start in Sydney, right on our doorstep, joining the Crown Princess for 29 nights, cruising out across the South Pacific to Tahiti, Fiji, and then beyond to the Hawaiian Islands, ending in Los Angeles, where you'll have a 3-night hotel stay there and your flight back to Sydney. Again, I have no idea. I just honestly, this is why I love doing this job. It's not a job, is it? I sit here and bring you good news. That's not a job. That's not difficult work. You know what? This is why I do this, because the price tags that our team put together. I've been on TV for the last 15 years or so talking about cruise holidays. I am constantly staggered by the value that we can put together for you. It is just incredible, and I would urge you, if you've got any questions, by the way, or you want to tailor or play around with this at all, you absolutely can. Just talk to the team. We can bespoke make a package for you. Obviously, I have to put some parameters into a deal to be able to put a price on your screen, but you can always play around with that, and we can always adjust it the way you want it. But this is amazing. And if you want to upgrade on the cruise, here's your chance to do that with ocean view, balcony, and suite prices. Bear in mind, it's a big old cruise, this one. It's whopping, isn't it? 29 nights of cruising. Do you know what? That's the best part of a month, isn't it? Do you think you could cope with that? A best part of a month on a cruise? Not having to cook or clean or tidy your room or tidy somebody else's room, or you know, all of that stuff, having all of your food cooked for you, having your drinks package included as well. Remember, you've got Princess Plus here, so you've got a full drinks package, you've got Wi-Fi through the cruise, you've got room service delivery without extra charges. There's even this thing on Princess Cruises, because you wear this little chip coin, where if you order food and drink via the app, because the app knows where you are to the lounger, you can literally order a glass of champagne and a burger and have it delivered to the lounger where you're sitting. It's ridiculously easy. Tell me you wouldn't love that life for 29 nights of cruising. Absolutely. Okay, all you need to do right now is give us a call, 1300 411 954. Listen, there are thousands of other more offers. If you want to go much sooner, obviously we're looking into the back end of 2026 right now. If you want to go away in 6 weeks' time on a Princess Cruise, give our team a call right now, 1300 411 954. We're hooked up with all of her ships, all the way around the world, and all of the sailings that they're doing, and we've got great deals on all of them. So if you want to go much sooner, come and cruise away with us, 1300 411 954. And I am here every single day with 3 CruiseAway shows a day, so I'll see you back here for another one soon. Take care.